Good afternoon, guys. Jay here from the Victorian Duck Hunters Association. So just obviously providing you guys with a bit of an update. Firstly, congratulations. We've hit 5,000 signatures, which is an absolute effort for our e-petition. Really excited by that. We do need to continue fighting the good fight, duckling down and try and double that figure. So if you haven't done so already, jump on the link. It will be in the description below, but jump on the link, sign it. If you're outside of Victoria and you want to sign it but you can't, all you need to do is find a friend or a relative that's willing to sign for you in Victoria. So if you can do that, just call a friend or a relative, ask them to sign on your behalf, and while they're at it, ask them to sign on behalf of their friends and family. So that is a perfectly legitimate way to sign if you're out of state. Obviously, make sure you do have permission to do so. Now, I'm going to jump off away from that very quickly. There's a fantastic article by Greg Hunt and Bridget McKenzie as well on the Weekly Times and a few other areas. What we've noticed is that the Facebook actually has stopped the sharing, the spreading, the commenting and the liking of some of these articles. Some of our articles included, specifically any article that questions the data of the Game Management Authority. We are being censored a little bit. So the Weekly Times actually had put a poll out today asking, do you think duck hunters have been, I'm going to use the word shafted, but they said shortchanged. And we have been unable to share that link because for some reason Facebook is stopping that. So we have sent it to everybody. Make sure you do get on it, click it, and say yes, vote yes that you believe duck hunters have been shortchanged. Because I know as a duck hunter, I personally have been quite stuffed around like many of everybody else. So, but I digress a little bit. I want to talk about New South Wales again. I know I spoke about them the other day, and the Shooters Union's push to make sure that, to try and get a duck season. Now, I've actually just had a bit of a squeeze of the Department of Primary Industries 2020 to 2021 annual waterfowl quota report, and it's really interesting. And one of the interesting aspects of it is they actually counted birds on dams in the same way the VDHA did for the Game Management Authority consideration report. What they didn't acknowledge, and we even did the same methodology and worked it out. Again, Game Management Authority didn't acknowledge it or use that data. But to be quick and just to go through this, the DPI said they had an estimated abundance in the Riverina area of grey teal at 151 plus thousand birds, Australian wood duck at 155 plus thousand birds, and Pacific black duck at 144,000 plus birds. Now, these are the booming species for ducks at the moment. Now, in addition to that, they also counted how many birds are on dams through an aerial count and a few other, using drones and a few other techniques. But our survey said that we have approximately 6 birds for every dam. And I did mention that in our report that it was a very conservative estimate. But the DPI, which has obviously got a much better capacity to provide an independent duck count, came up with an average on every dam. There was 4 grey teal, 4 wood ducks, and 3 black ducks. So there are 11 birds on every dam. If that is the case, which I very much believe so, the data that we have, that the GMA has reported is absolutely a farce, right? And I can't mention who, but I have spoken with somebody that was part of the counts for the DPI quota, and I was personally advised that they don't rely on the eastern the Eastern Australian Waterbird Survey, which the GMA does, because it is inaccurate, which we've been arguing. So you need to bear that in mind as a duck hunter, that the facts that our game authority is putting out, it's not right. Now, I just want to mention this bit of information just because of one of the Game Management Authority's bizarre modifications for the 2021 season, that, you know, you're not allowed to shoot teal, you know, south of the Princess Freeway, which is crazy, right? Because I don't know if they've looked recently, but birds have wings and they can fly. And in fact, the Department of Primary Industries shines again, and they've been since 2017 relying on satellite tracking of waterfowl using GPS tagging of the birds. So they trap birds, they tag them with the GPS and monitor their flight patterns. And if you look here, again, they monitored a number of grey teal, Pacific black duck and wood ducks, and that's because they are the booming species at the moment. Now, through that information, they were able to ascertain that there was one Australian wood duck that travelled 978 kilometres. It was moving approximately 13 kilometres a day. Now, there was another, this was a grey teal, and this one's amazing. And the bird is still reported as alive, but it travelled 1,467 kilometres. That is a significant distance, and quite one that well and truly proves that birds migrate depending on where there's water, and that you may go to a place and there be no birds in that particular day, but you may come back again tomorrow and there will be, you know, thousands of birds, right? That's just how they are. There's one thing that is the key ingredient for ducks and, you know, waterfowl, and that's water. They move where there is water. So this is just like I said, a bit of an update, just to say that to further illustrate that the data provided by the Game Management Authority was a complete farce, and just to encourage everybody to continue to jump onto that petition. Make sure they do sign it. We need to hold this government, the authority, and the antis to account. So please jump online, sign it, get it over and done with. This is for the benefit of not just duck hunters, but for all duck hunters. So look, that's all from me today. Once again, peace out and keep up the good fight.